Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, just another sim guy here, and yes, Season 4 in iRacing has now started, and I hope you've had an amazing start to the week. The beginning of my week is always a little bit busier. The first half of the week's a little bit busier with other commitments, so I've only managed to do one official race so far this week, but I will be streaming today, and today is Thursday. Not sure when you're going to watch this. But here are some highlights from my only race this week so far at Long Beach, with a little bit of Turn 1 drama and a very, very lucky escape for me. As you can see, I managed to get through the wreck with what turned out to be a 4X, but luckily didn't result in any damage for me. Don't know how I did it. Obviously in VR that looked even more impressive. But yeah, apart from that, I was up into sort of third place at that point and never really looked back. There was a little bit of jostling for position between me and another guy. And then after that, we sort of spread out and it was just a case of not making any mistakes, overtaking a couple of guys that were getting lapped that were good enough to sort of move out of the way. Probably moved out of the way a little bit more than they should have done, really. But yeah, there wasn't really much to speak of after that, not in my race anyway. I mean, that first lap crash there that you saw me get through did catch up, or did catch out a lot of the field behind me, and there were many cars in the pits at that point. So if you were in this race and you were one of them, let me know what happened. I did see it from the other guy's point of view. It wasn't anything nefarious. He basically just sort of lost it over that sort of inside curb on the right, going into that little short section there. He sort of got his two wheels up in the air, hit the curb up to a bit too much speed, lost control, hit the wall, and as he bounced off the wall, hit the car next to him. That was how I went through. Yeah, really unfortunate, but for me, a really good start to the week. One race, one podium, so it's a third. I gained a little bit of iRating. I'm back into my account, my original account, and obviously Long Beach was a track that I bought a long time ago, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos. So this has opened up, like, this old content has opened up a lot of doors for me this season. Now what I really want is help from you guys, my subscribers and the community. If you're not already, do consider subscribing. That would really help out the channel, help us get out there to more and more people, and help us to continue to grow and produce great content. We're also giving away a copy of Assetto Corsa Evo to one of our subscribers when we reach 1,000. So that'll include anybody that's subscribed right from the beginning up until the point we get our 1,000th subscriber. I'll do a live spin, a live sort of random number generator type sort of thing on a live stream, so everybody can see it's completely transparent. And if you're the person that wins, I'll get in touch with you. And if you've already got the game and you don't, or you don't want Assetto Corsa Evo, then I'll send you something of financial value to the same, whether it be iRacing credit or whether it be Steam vouchers for something else, Xbox vouchers, whatever the case may be. That'll be up to you. But yeah, so I've included a few highlights of this, and really what I'm after now is some help from you guys in the comments of what I should do next. So the iRacing Season 4, now that I've got this extra content, the options are vast and I'm getting lost in choice paralysis. So I've narrowed it down to things like the GR86, the Rainmaster I might dip in and out of, the Advanced Mazda I'm glad to be back in, and I've got most of the content in that one. I really want to race the Skip Barber. I used to do this years and years and years ago. I don't know if it's even a series that's particularly populated, but I'd love to give that a go. I'm going to do a little bit of off-road stuff, mainly the trophy trucks and perhaps the the Rallycross to boost that license. I've got a B license. I'd love to get that into A if I can. The production car challenge is always tempting, but a bit of a crash fest for me in recent tryouts. The global sports car in the Kia Optima is quite appealing. I used to do that, but again, I don't know if that's particularly well populated. And the same goes for the Mustang in the FR500S, old Mustang. Don't know if that still gets populated online, so not sure about that. I wanted to do the GT4 challenge. That will mean buying a car, at least one car and a couple of tracks, and I still won't have all of the content for that. Spec Racer Ford I might dip in and out of. The TCR, which sort of, it looks very similar to sort of BTCC stuff. I've got the Civic, I think, in that class, so I might dip in and out of that one. Love the Formula Rays, so I might do that. I'm going to try the Ringmeister. I might try the GT3s at the sort of various regions where you've got the Americas, the Europe and the Asia Pacific tour. There's some IMSA stuff, there's some GT Sprint stuff, and there's the old Lotuses. But I mean, I'm overwhelmed by choice, and there's not enough hours in the day and days in the week to take advantage of all of this great content. So I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you enjoy in the road and in the Formula? What do you find the most populated? What comes around the most? What's got the cleanest racing? Tell me what your preferences are. Tell me why I should choose that. And you know, that will help me really narrow down my choice a little bit further. And I'd also love to hear other points of view. If there's anything that I've mentioned that you know is particularly sparse in terms of getting enough for an official race or enough for any decent splits, being in the UK, I'm likely to be on more in the evening times after 6 p.m. up until say 11, and then weekends can vary. But keep that in mind when you're sort of letting me know. I know some series quite popular in American or sort of USA sort of time zones as well. So yeah, but thanks for watching. Really quick one today, just to say I'm really excited for the season 4, and there's going to be some fantastic content coming out with all of the new stuff that I've now got access to now that I've unlocked my old account. So I can't wait to start working my way up the ranks and providing some really great VR content and live streams. So I have been just another sim guy. I hope to hear from you in the comments, and I'll catch you on the track soon. Peace.